Our next speaker is Dr. P. Marimuthu from NIMHANS, Bangalore, and the title of the paper is Effect of Socio-Economic Differentials on Growth and Development of Children from 5 Metropolitan Cities of India.
Today's topic is demography. Is a dividend or disaster? In one way, it is definitely we are having a dividend. In many aspects, workforce is very high. People are talking. What is the disaster? There are many disasters are there. Unemployment, as we know that crude death rate has come down, birth rate has come down, all health and demographic indicators has very beautifully improved, except infant mortality still at high. We are having about 60. And maternal mortality ratio, that is also it is very high. And some of the states are very poorly performing to attain the replacement fertility level of 2.1. Many states it is not possible to attain. I do not want to name the states, everybody knows. But we should also remember that the South India, all the 4 states are a wonderful performance in all the demographic indicators. So what I am going to talk now about little bit of the migration. As we know, the population increases due to pull and push factors. When person wants to earn his daily bread and butter, he has to run here and there. As he said, when the challenges come, he has to meet the challenges. When person moving to the urban area, definitely he is contributing to the GDP. People are telling that most of the GDP is coming from the urban area. Yes, GDP is coming from urban area by the migration from the rural side. But another point, we should also remember that a huge influx. You know that the population growth, the urban growth rate is higher than the slums growth rate. I am working for slums for the last 5 years. I do not want to give all the results. But what I am here going to highlight is the secondary data, how the disaster is that. There are various ways we have to look at. What we have been, we don't need to see. What we have to improve or make the perfection, we have to see. As a government of India, what we have to see, how to manage the migrants in urban area. So my work is, I do not want to tell about the conditions of the slum, why slums are having high morbidity, mortality. I think everybody knows why the slums are having the high morbidity, mortality. Everybody knows. One of the important aspects is the infant mortality is very high. From where the infant mortality is very high, one part is on the village side, the other part, urban side, is the slums. So once when we look at the slums infant mortality, statistics are not available. So one of the indicators is the growth and development of the children in the slums. So I want to see how the children's growth and development happens in the children. So I have taken the age up to 60 years.
Sir, can you go to research objective?
Yes, sir. My research objective is to see how the slums children's growth and developments are happening when it is compared with the non-slum children.
Can you show research objective 1 on the slide, please?
It is under one sec. It will be, yes. Hence this paper is attempted, the last bullet, hence the paper is attempted to study the growth and development of the children in slum and non-slums areas of the major metropolitan cities. This is my general objective. Of course, I did not put under the objective. This is my objective.
So, sum of growth parameters of children of slums and non-slum areas from the major metropolitan cities of India.
Yes.
So, no, it is not clear to me. In this paper, it is attempted study, attempted to study sum of growth parameters.
Yes. What are the growth parameters that we will see? Some of them.
So mention 1 or 2 growth parameters, sir.
Height, weight, hemoglobin level. At least these 3 parameters so I want to see.
Height, weight, hemoglobin.
Yes.
Of children of slums and non-slums areas from 5 major metropolitan cities. So which are the 5 cities?
Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai.
So you have been to all these places?
Huh?
You have been to all these places?
Yes. No, I have not visited. Wait, please, sir.
So how you have collected the data
Please,
then?
sir, please, it is coming. In the data and methods, it will come.
Okay.
Still now I am in the objective and my introduction and objective. Data and methods are coming next.
So now you have only, I think, 2 minutes.
No. Yes. That is why I did not see even my slides.
So come down to your analysis part, please.
So, data and methods, I want to say I am not reading the slide. This is a secondary data slide. So, secondary data is taken from the National Family Health Survey. This data is available from the United States website. It's a DHS survey. So, I will take 1 more minute. DHS survey. And the data were taken for both slums and non-slums. There are definitions for census. There is a definition for NFHS. Both those who agreed it is a slum only considered and a non-slum also considered. So now this is the one which I have shown you that age. You can see slightly dull letters which is not significant. It says that age is not a difference between the slum and non-slum. At the same time, the height is also not significant between the slums and the non-slums. But all the other parameters shows that there is a significant difference. And the lower side which we are observing from the slums, that is weight is only 10.8, whereas the non-slum is 11.2, here 10.41 and so on. So it is very clear the means.
What is this N, capital N?
It is a sample size.
Sample size.
Yeah.
So for age it is 960, for weight it is 1190, 1190.
Yes.
And for height it is 1180.
Yes.
And for hemoglobin it is 993.
Yes.
So why it is varying?
Because,
is it not the same sample?
No. Because data when it is collected, all the data is not available for all the individuals.
Okay.
That is why the sample size is varying from parameter to parameter.
So this data belongs to which time period?
National Family Health Survey 3, NFHS 3. The data is available on the website. Anyone can download, but you have to first write for the permission. Then they will send the link. After that, you can download the data.
So it belongs to which year, sir?
It is about 6 years old data. Now it is 2016, so it is 2010. And NFHS 4 is coming another 3 years. It is not the new. It is all the countries are doing demographic survey data. All the countries. Our country, the name is National Family Health Survey. It is internationally recognized. This work is done by the International Population Study Unit in Mumbai. So, although we have seen here, but what I have done, I have also done the multivariate analysis whether what we have observed is true. Between these two groups, simultaneously I want to compare all these variables. So, this is multivariate analysis.
So, please back
up.
Yeah. So this @ p greater than 0.103. So this belongs to which variable?
Sir, those letters are differently highlighted, and also I have indicated at the rate. Both the means, please kindly note it. Age at the top you can see at the rate is given symbol. Similarly, height at the rate is given symbol. All others are not given the symbol. This symbol who is either not significant.
Oh, yeah. So this no.
Yes.
So this
see this one light and this one.
So age is same.
Yes.
And height is same.
Both of them appear
slum and non-slum both are statistically same.
Almost the same.
Almost same. And hemoglobin and weight, they are different. Yeah, carry on.
So whether this is true, that because what happens, this is as usual t-test goes when we look at the software when runs, it does the comparison. But I want to see whether how the difference comes from between the slums and the non-slums. Yes, it very clearly says that there is a difference. When we look at the univariate analysis, there is a difference between the non-slum and the slum. It says that the multivariate analysis says that the difference is not because of the slums and non-slum, because it is SLI, that is Standard of Living Index. How the Standard of Living Index? The more people low grade standard of living is in the slum area, that makes the difference. That is, low socioeconomics force them to the slums. As a result, that significant difference comes. It is just not the people are just living in the slums. What happens? People, I have found all the results I cannot show here. People with higher socioeconomic status in the slums having the better growth rate. People with lower socioeconomic status in the non-slums have a very bad. But if you look at overall by just a t-test, it will show only the differences between the slum and non-slums. It is not because of the slums and non-slums. Low socioeconomic status people are more concentrating on the slums. As a result, this happens. So the multivariate analysis very clearly indicates that it is not just the slum alone. You should also consider the standard of living index. The lower socioeconomic status contribute more for the worst growth parameters. The difference is observed between the slum and non-slum.
Sir, madam forget to press the buzzer, but time is over. Sir.
Yes, sir, and I also finished. This is the how that, because the difference why have come. Now from this you can see that. Okay, I am concluding. Thank you.
Great work done.